What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Crypto Sherpa channel, where I cover the most recent news articles so you can stay up to date in the crypto space. Now, how are you doing today? It's a fabulous Thursday. It's January 9th. It's also the Sherpa's mama's birthday. I'm not sure if she watches my videos, but happy birthday, Mom. The Sherpa loves you so much, and thank you for everything. But yes, let's go through the news. What's happening? Like, as the title says, will the U.S. sell Bitcoin? What's this all about? Well, in our first article, we're going to go over how the U.S. court greenlights the sale of $6.5 billion worth of Bitcoin. That's roughly around like 70,000 Bitcoin right there. And I don't know why they would do that. Is this just a jab against Trump until he gets in? Because he did say he was never going to sell any of the Bitcoin we have. And this Bitcoin does come from those, not Silicon Valley. What's that one website that people used to purchase stuff with crypto on there? Silk Road. So these were confiscated Bitcoin from the Silk Road. So I don't know. Is this like a jab to them? Is this strategic? We want to lower the price before Trump gets in so he can start adding Bitcoin fast. Like, I don't know what's going to go down. But yeah, I got quite a bit of articles for you, mostly a lot of actual crypto news articles, so we get some updates on some crypto projects. So woo! But yeah, let's dive into the news, and yeah, let's learn about some crypto and Bitcoin. So here we go. So first article is coming from Decrypt, and the U.S. court greenlights the sale of $6.5 billion in seized Silk Road Bitcoin. The ruling does not ensure immediate liquidation of the seized Bitcoin, as federal asset forfeiture requires several administration processes. So yeah, just because they got the green light to sell it doesn't mean they're actually going to do it. So I don't think they're going to do it. If this takes enough time, Trump's in, he ain't going to let that happen. So let's hear a little bit more about this. The U.S. government has secured final approval in the Northern District Court of California to liquidate the crypto's largest ever federal seizure, signaling the closure of complex 4-year legal battle over billions in Bitcoin tied to the infamous Silk Road marketplace. The chief U.S. District Judge, Richard Seaborg, denied a motion to block the forfeiture of 69,370 Bitcoin, clearing the Department of Justice to sell the $6.5 billion assets, according to the court documents filed December 30th. Now, before I continue on with the article, let me just make sure the mic's good, people, so that way you can hear me and everything. And yes, the microphone's going good. So yeah, let's continue on with the article, and I'll cover the comments later. Now, Judge Seaborg is known for high-profile cases. He recently rejected arguments that Google, under Alphabet, adequately disclosed how it tracked user activity. The tech giant now faces a possible trial in August. Now, it's unclear why the document relating to the seized Bitcoin has surfaced this week, and the DOJ has declined a request for comment. Now, the development confirms prior reporting in October last year, when it appeared the U.S. government was free to sell the seized Bitcoin from Silk Road affiliated wallet. Now, Decrypt reviewed the court document following an initial report late Wednesday evening by DB News, which cited officials confirming the ruling. Now, the ruling alone doesn't guarantee immediate liquidation, since federal asset forfeiture involves multiple administrative steps and potential appeal windows. Now, portions of the seized Bitcoin have already been sold by the DOJ in recent months. On December 3rd, they moved $2 billion in Silk Road Bitcoin to Coinbase. Now, the government maintains a custody arrangement with Coinbase Prime through the U.S. Marshal Service, a division of the DOJ. So, we'll know if it's going to be getting sold, because people are eyeing this wallet, and we always get notifications on they just moved Bitcoin over here, and if they did move it, then it is a sign that they are going to sell it. But the Justice Department's path to finally checking out Satoshi-era Bitcoin stash has weathered several legal storms, including appeals to the Ninth Circuit and Supreme Court. It marks a decisive end to challenges from multiple claimants, including Battleborn Investments, which had argued ownership rights through bankruptcy proceedings involving an individual they believed was the original owner. Now, the final draw hinged on a Freedom of Information Act request seeking to unmask Individual X, the mysterious figure who surrendered the Bitcoin to authorities in 2020. Now, court documents from the case timeline indicate that the seized crypto originated from the Silk Road, the dark web marketplace shuttered by federal authorities in 2013. The Bitcoin cache represents what remains of the platform's illegal transactions and what could become one of the largest government liquidations in history. Now, this has to do with Trump timing. The resolution arrives at a political charged moment for government crypto holdings. President-elect Donald Trump, who had told holders never sell your Bitcoin at the Nashville Crypto Conference in July last year, also pledged to build a strategic Bitcoin stockpile. Now, the newly revealed documents also raise concerns about the handling of these assets, with Trump set to be sworn into office in less than 2 weeks. So, yeah, so again, is this a jab to Trump? The article even pointed it out too. We don't know, but I don't think they're going to be selling it. But again, we'll keep an eye out to see if this Bitcoin actually gets moved to their Coinbase Prime account. And if it does, we might see a little bit of a dip. And hey, that's a great buying opportunity to stack up on some more Bitcoin. But yeah, so I don't think they're going to sell it. What do you guys think? Let me know. But let's move on to another kind of FUD article, which is kind of like maybe pertaining to the price of Bitcoin right now. We're at 92, 93. But apparently Gary Gensler is still saying some stuff in his final days. So yes, this is the last article of Gary Gensler blast the crypto market on his way out. And let me close that. And so yeah, let's hear a little bit more what else I say. I think it's the same stuff. But an interview with David Guerra on Bloomberg Markets on Wednesday, outgoing Securities and Exchange Commission Chair Gary Gensler reviewed his tenure and the role of crypto within the U.S. capital markets. Gensler, who has less than 2 weeks left in his term, remains steadfast on his stance toward the digital asset space, calling it rife with bad actors and stressing that many of them will not survive. He also continues going on about talking about how crypto is still the Wild West right now, but that is definitely changing. Gensler began by addressing the criticism that he has faced during his tenure. It's a great privilege to be in a role like this, he said, highlighting that he is the 33rd SEC chair and credits President Joe Biden for the appointment. You walk into this central square and you debate these important things for 330 million Americans, he added. Now, asked whether the level of scrutiny he has experienced is different compared to his time as head of the Community Futures Trading Commission during the global financial crisis, Gensler acknowledged that it does change. However, he maintained that the commission's chief focus remains looking out for everyday Americans, trying to lower the cost of the markets. It doesn't surprise me that there's some of the middle of the market who might have thoughts on that and object. Now, turning to crypto, Gensler echoed a theme that he has repeatedly underscored since taking office. The digital asset industry accounts for less than 1% of the U.S. capital markets, and he placed the entire capital market at roughly $120 trillion, yet it has demanded significant SEC attention. Now, he has stood by his earlier Wild West depiction of crypto, pointing out that it's a field that built up around non-compliance. He also invoked the enforcement actions pursued under both his tenure and that of his predecessor. I cannot say that word, predecessor, Jay Clayton. Jay brought 80 enforcement actions into the area. We've brought in about 100 in our 4 years, and Gensler said it's maybe about 5% of what we do in our law enforcement, he noted, explaining that the remaining 95% targets traditional scammers and fraudsters. Fraudsters. That Gary Gensler just saying that is always going to be reused many, many times in the future. Now, highlighting how sentiment-based and volatile the space is, Gensler divided the digital asset world into two parts. The field, it's rife with bad actors, and let me just split the field into two just for a minute. The public knows a lot about Bitcoin, which, depending upon its market value on any given day, is 2/3 to 80% of the market value of crypto. And then there's everything else, or some people say Bitcoin, Ethereum, and everything else. Now, he was blunt in the assessment that the other 10,000, 15,000 projects out there have no fundamentals, which only profit from sentimental shifts. Now, I've never seen a field that's so much wrapped up in sentiment and not so much about fundamentals. And these 10,000 to 15,000 projects out there, many of them will not survive. They're like venture capital investments. They're not going to survive. And I agree with that with a lot of the crypto projects out there. Like, there are so many memes, useless. Like, they just get created. They're a money grab and then rug pulls. So, like, a lot of them are. So it's good when you're looking into coins to invest in. Get, like, actual coins with utility, they're making change, and follow like who the creators are, follow their Twitter account or X account, see who follows them, see if they any of the big influencers and known people in the crypto space follow the project. So be sure you do it, because again, I agree with that. Like 80%, 90% of the cryptos out there are just nothing. They're just money grabs. So be careful with where you invest. But Gensler also highlighted that there's a huge number of small pump and dump schemes out there, like I was just talking about, specifically referencing high-profile enforcement actions. Gensler stated that we lived through a few years where you know that they become notorious, but they're in jail. The Sam Bankman-Fried, the CZs, the Do Kwons, where tens of billions of dollars were lost by investors. Gensler has also asked about the shift from his time in MIT, where he studied digital assets, to his enforcement-heavy approach at the SEC. He addressed the public perception that he would be a champion of the crypto by noting the difference between academic inquiry and regulatory responsibilities. When you're in academia, you can study something and observe it, but then when you're in this job, building upon my predecessor, it's a field ripe for challenges and non-compliance with the security laws. So yeah, he says it is definitely a lot different out there. But yeah, this is just the last little bits we'll probably be hearing from Gary. I don't think he's going to be in the news as much anymore once he's out in 2 weeks, but you never know. His voice calling crypto and people fraudsters, that's gonna stick around. But yeah, so those are two of the kind of FUD articles out there that maybe that have some shift of the crypto price right now, because when people see this, they get scared, especially the normal people who haven't been in the space for quite some time. They may see this and go, oh, is this really happening? No, it's not going to. It's like a FUD article to induce fear into the people to sell, and yeah, that's what happens. But that were our 2 FUD articles for you in the crypto space. Let's go into some actually crypto news now, what's actually happening with the involvement and advancement with cryptos. Well, it looks like we have Thailand to pilot cryptocurrency payments in Phuket. I'm sure this says pho and then ket. I'm not going to put that together. But Thailand is set to launch a pilot program in Phuket in 2025, enabling tourists to use Bitcoin for transactions and streamlining digital payments. So very, very nice. So again, countries are on board now without the reserve too. They're incorporating it into their businesses, payment options, so people have more options to use. So it's pretty cool. Let's learn a little bit more about this plan they got. Thailand plans to trial cryptocurrency payments in Phuket, one of its most popular tourist destinations, as part of a pilot program offering foreign visitors an alternative payment option. Now, Deputy Prime Minister and Finance Minister Pichai Shunhavajari reportedly announced the new initiative on January 8th at a seminar organized by the Marketing Association of Thailand, according to the nation's Thailand. Now, Pichai said that the pilot will be conducted within existing legal frameworks, with no amendments to current laws required to implement the trial. Now, the program aimed at integrating digital currency into everyday transactions, and this will allow tourists to register Bitcoin through the Thai exchange and verify their identities before making purchases. So that's kind of like a KYC type of thing going on with them. So they'll have to do that, but hey, that's pretty cool to be able to use Bitcoin if you go on holiday in Thailand. Now, government assurance, according to Pichai, the initiative will operate within Thailand's existing legal framework and will not feature anything that is illegal. The Deputy Prime Minister said that the program aims to make digital transactions more accessible in tourism-focused cities and to remain competitive to avoid missing out on the business opportunities. Because that's true. If you're shutting out, if people have Bitcoin now, we can all agree on that. And some people, they want to spend it already. They made a little profit already. If they bought last year, it's I want to spend it. So if you're not accepting Bitcoin, you're shutting out people who have it because they don't want to sell it, cause that taxable transaction. But again, if you spend it on something, it's not bad. But that is also a taxable event. But yeah. But to illustrate the program's utility, Pichai cited that the example of refugees from the Russia-Ukraine war who could use BTC to purchase property in Thailand instead of facing challenges in obtaining Thai baht. Now, the former Thailand Prime Minister's crypto push. In December 2024, the former Prime Minister of Thailand, Thaksin Shinawatra, gave a lecture in which he urged the Thai government to study cryptocurrencies and push for sandbox experimentation. Shinawatra said Thailand should begin studying digital assets to keep ahead of the curve toward global digitization, but not begin by buying cryptocurrencies. He also highlighted the potential challenges posed by the incoming Donald Trump administration in the United States, including possible trade tariffs and Trump's suggestion of using Bitcoin to pay off the U.S. debt. So Binance and Thailand spots crypto market shifts. Is that just a new article? I believe it is. But yeah, Binance is hitting Thailand as well. So Thailand's got quite a bit of stuff going there in the crypto space, but they definitely want to push in crypto as accepting as payments before actually collecting it, like the rest of the world's going to be doing very, very soon. But that is our Thailand news for you. What else do I have for you? Let's find out. I think I have quite a bit more articles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I still got 6 more articles. But now we're getting to the fun stuff. We're going to talk about some actual cryptocurrency projects and what's going on with them. And this next one's going to be going over Cardano, and Charles Hoskinson unveils what's next for Hydra. So let's learn about this article right here. If you don't know about Hydra, they just perform 1 million transactions on their blockchain, which is crazy. Now, in a newly released video titled The Next Steps for Hydra, Cardano founder Charles Hoskinson outlined the trajectory of the Hydra scaling solution and provided insights into how independent companies will soon spearhead fresh developments in the ecosystem. The announcement comes shortly before the Hydra Dooms initiative official conclusion, which will be marked by a tournament in Las Vegas on January 20th. Now, the next steps for Cardano's Hydra. According to Hoskinson, Hydra Doom began last year to demonstrate Hydra's capabilities under extreme conditions. He explained that the rationale for using a classic video game as the testing ground. We chose a video game base because video games are ubiquitously understandable, and also video games historically have always pushed the boundaries of what computers are capable of. Now, by converting every frame into a transaction and enabling competitive multiplayer, the Hydra Doom setup tested Hydra's performance and resilience in the Byzantine environment. Hoskinson noted that this environment stress-tested Hydra both in terms of hardware requirements and game theoretic behavior of players who had strong incentives to cheat. Now, the Hydra Doom program has been tremendously successful, and it's brought a lot of partners together, and it's inspired a lot of people to invest and build in the Hydra ecosystem. The Hydra Doom tournament is concluding on January 20th in Las Vegas and will crown a winner determined by a merit-based competition. Although Hoskinson expressed some sadness at seeing the initiative end, he emphasized excitement for the next phase of Hydra's growth. So with Hydra's Doom coming to a close, Hydra's development is entering what Hoskinson described as the next stage of its evolution. He highlighted that companies such as Anastasia and Sunday Labs are already building their own Hydra infrastructure, specifically referencing the Midgard and Gummy Worm protocols. Now, he said, we're going to invite them into the IO innovation group and get them through at least 3 to 6 months of R&D prototyping so that things like Midgard and Gummy Worm protocols respectively build by Anastasia and Sunday. Now, they can start working their way into production and with Cardano applications. Now, Hoskinson cited additional areas of Hydra research and implementation, including a head-to-head communication introducing Zero technologies into the Hydra heads and Hydra Tel protocol. He underscored that Cardano's approach to scaling is iterative, pointing out that each year will bring improvements rather than one single magic milestone. The Hydra solution, which Hoskinson described as a hidden gem, is already in use, input-output, stands for IO, and the software development company behind Cardano has found the technology invaluable for reducing costs in projects such as Midnight and the Glacier Drop. Meanwhile, external projects continue to explore Hydra's potential for gaming, micropayments, decentralized exchanges, and decentralized finance applications. The hope is to get these things integrated into DEXs and DeFi experiences, micropayment experiences, and games, Hoskinson further elaborated on the synergy between Hydra and other forthcoming scalability approaches. It's a complementary scaling solution to the thing like ZK Fold, to things like partner chains, to things like Ouroboros, Leos. He also indicated that a long-term plan to integrate zero-knowledge proofs and cross-chain technologies into Hydra align with Cardano's broader objects of pursuing an all-of-the-above scalability menu. Now, reflecting on the future, Hoskinson reiterated that Hydra remains critical to Cardano's evolution as the blockchain projects enters new eras. Now, when we look to the next 3 to 5 to 10 years, we'll watch ourselves walk in that direction as a complementary scaling solution to what has already been achieved with Cardano as of today and what will be achieved as we enter into the age of Leos and the age of zero knowledge as well as partner chains. Now, although Hydra's Doom tournament finale will signify the end of the current phase, its legacy seems poised to influence Cardano's scaling roadmap for years to come. Hoskinson expressed optimism about practical real-world integrations on the mainnet, saying that while these are the early days, they mark a pivotal step in revealing Hydra's true potential. Hydra Doom really showcased the capabilities of it, so it's sad to see that come to a close, but I'm excited to see the next generation where we take it to the next level and we showcase it in real-life applications on Cardano's blockchain on mainnet. So yeah, so this was definitely good news for Cardano. So I don't think the price was affected by it, but it just shows the next phases in it. Cardano's not going anywhere. It's a solid project. And yeah, so I definitely say get some. It's not financial advice, but get some ADA. It's like a good thing to have in your portfolio. Diversify. Have at least 5-6 coins of there just for at least long-term use. But yeah, so that is our Cardano news. What crypto project do we have next in line? Yep, in our next article, we're going to go over the Graph protocol and how their upgrading tooling for Solana's devs to accelerate DApp deployment. So we got two chains happening. So Solana's going to get better, and the Graph is helping out with it. So again, Graph is another great protocol out there too. So let's go over this article and learn a little bit more about this upgrade and how the Graph is going to be helping out Solana. So here we go. The Graph, a decentralized protocol for blockchain data indexing and access, has introduced key upgrades aimed at enhancing the decentralized applications ecosystem on Solana. A pre-sale release shared with Crypto.news on September 16 states that the Graph has upgraded to its tooling on Solana network to offer new ways for developers to access and leverage the blockchain. With upgrades, developers now have more options to access index Solana data, and the Substreams-powered subgraphs, allowing those building on the smart contracts platform to tap into pre-built solutions from providers like Messari and Top Leisure. Now, leveraging substreams powered by subgraphs. In the Graphs ecosystem, substreams-powered subgraphs offer technology that enables faster indexing for decentralized applications. Benefits include a dev environment where DApp developers can use coding tools both remotely and locally. Developers on Solana can also utilize this technology to sync projects quickly. Builders can access Solana blockchain data without needing the use of substreams or Rust programming languages. Now, we have a boost to Solana's Web3 ecosystem. This means developers can get the best out of Solana's network amid the Web3 explosion, known Nick Hansen, head of growth at the Graph Foundation. He highlighted features like high throughput, low fees, and a growing ecosystem of DeFi projects. Here's what he said in the post. The meteoric rise of developers and user activity on Solana has created a huge demand for open, decentralized data that is true to the values of Web3. The Graph's latest tooling upgrade and enhanced support will ensure that Solana's community can get even more value out of Web3's decentralized data layer. Now, apart from Solana developers, data analysis and the broader Web3 community are also likely to find the new tools crucial. The Graph launched in 2018 and has grown into one of the key blockchain projects in Web3 space, and developers have deployed dApps built with subgraphs on more than 70 blockchains, including Ethereum, Arbitron, Avalanche, and more. So yeah, so pretty cool news right there going on. Yeah, so again, like these next articles are really just going over like crypto news, because usually it's all Bitcoin news. Oh, this is happening here. We're going to start getting some reserves going. But it's always great when you gain some other actual crypto news articles out there to learn about projects that you may want to invest in. So pretty cool. So again, Graph's also a solid project, and I used to hate Solana, but you just got to accept it. It's here. The younger generation loves it. But if there's another dip, I'll probably get some, but it's got to be a very low dip. But I think it's too late to get onto the Solana. But the Graph is still a pretty nice price. Like, I think it just showed it down here. What was the Graph? Graph is currently at $3.74, so not bad. But that is our Graph news. What other crypto news do I have for you? This next one's coming from Crypto Potato. Oh, and this is going to relate to coins being delisted on Binance. So if you're still able to use Binance and you're trading on there, hopefully one of these coins are on your portfolio and trading list. So let's see which coins are going to be delisted. So yes, important Binance announcement affecting numerous altcoin traders. And let me again always take away this little pop-up ad, because again, those are probably just scams. Now check out which trading pairs will be delisted from Binance later this month. So here we go. What are they delisting? So the delisting spree, the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange, decided to remove several margin trading pairs from its platform, according to the official announcement. We have LIT/BTC, NULS/BTC, SFP/BTC, BEL/BTC, LIT again/BTC, they put that in twice, LSK/BTC, NULS/BTC, and SFP/BTC. So all of these are BTC pairings, but they will become unavailable to clients from January 16th. So if you have any of these coins on here on Binance, you're going to want to either get rid of them, move them to your own wallet. I'm not sure if the coins are just going out. Their parts are going to be worked, but you're going to definitely want to get them off Binance by the 16th. But effective immediately, users will no longer be able to transfer any amount of assets of the aforementioned pairs via manual transfers and auto transfer mode into their isolated margin accounts. If users hold outstanding liabilities of said tokens, these users may only manually transfer up to the amount of liabilities of that token into their isolated margin accounts, less and collateral already available, the company explained. Now, additionally, Binance will delist the spot trading pairs of AXL, F/FDUSD, we have C98/BTC, and Engine/Ethereum on January 10th. So These 3 coins are going to be delisted as well on January 10th, and the company periodically conducts such amendments to protect users and maintain a high-quality trading market. It takes several factors into consideration when removing trading pairs, including poor liquidity and trading volume. So if it's not performing well, they're going to get rid of it, and that's what we kind of see with some projects out there. Now, withdrawal support from a major crypto exchange like Binance typically has a negative effect on the price of the affected digital assets, since it causes reputational damage and limit accessibility, among other setbacks. So literally, all involved in cryptocurrencies and the delisting efforts have headed south in the past 24 hours, with many experiencing double-digit declines. Now, it is worth noting that the correction of the broader digital asset market could have also contributed to their poor performance, and the recall that Bitcoin soared above 102,000 on January 7th, but several hours later, it nosedived by more than $7,000, and I don't know what caused that. I really don't. I think when we did have that dip, there was like nothing in the news is going on, so this got to be a world thing that's affecting the price, because again, everything's connected. If it's like there's no bad news in the crypto space, if there's no bad news in the stock, it's like, hey, what's going around the world that's actually just causing this to happen? But currently, right now, some of these pairs are trading. Currently, coins are trading around, now Bitcoin trades around 95,000, but I think we saw it's at 92, while also Ethereum plunged at 3,400. The crash resulted in over 700 million in liquidations and approximately 90% of the wreck. Now, is this a crash? I always see this all the time. People always go like, hey, the coin just crashed right now. Did it crash? We're at 95, 93. Again, a year ago, we're at 20. This isn't a crash. This is a nice little thing, just built some stability and support levels, and it's going to be fine. Now, what's going to happen with the opposite effect? Besides removing certain trading pairs, Binance also often adds new ones to respond to the ongoing market trends and enhance its services. The involved cryptocurrencies usually witness a substantial price resurgence following those actions. Such was the case in November last year when the company listed Cal Protocol and Cetus Protocol. Both assets saw their valuations skyrocket by 70% shortly after the disclosure. And several weeks ago, the meme coin launched on BNB chain, Simon's Cat, also pumped significantly, and this happened mere hours after Binance included its hodler airdrops portal. So yeah, like when coins get delisted, it does affect the price, because again, you're going to be moving them off right away, and that's going to fluctuate the price. But then when you also add a coin to an exchange, that gives people more options to buy it, and then we usually see it spike. But those were the coins that are going to be delisted on Binance. If you have it, move them off, trade them at least before the price moves significantly. And I believe the dates were January 16th and January 10th. So let's keep that in mind. Now, speaking of exchanges, people have been asking me where you can buy the Divi coin right now, because I don't think it's available on ChangeNow or SimpleSwap. BitTrue is now no longer a part of the US. That's where I used to buy it back in the day. And so, like, where can I get it? Where can I sell it? Where can I move it? Well, that is here. The XEGGEX or ZEGX. I'm not sure how you would pronounce it, but Divi is now available on there. So yeah, so the new Divi listing with Divi/USDT is now available in XEGGEX. So dear Divi community, we're happy to announce that the Divi is now officially listed on XEGGEX exchange with a trading pair Divi/USDT. This is a significant milestone in the Divi Foundation strategy to expand Divi's accessibility across more user-friendly platforms. Now, why XEGGEX? Well, it offers several features that make it an excellent choice for our community. Ultra-low trading fees. The XEGX is known for its low-cost fee structure, ensuring efficient and cost-effective transactions. Flexible KYC. Users can withdraw up to $5,000 per day without the KYC verification. With that is pretty nice right there, making it more accessible for US-based users who often face the KYC restrictions. And user-created liquidity pools. The XEGGEX allows users to create and participate in liquidity pools, adding more flexibility and control over liquidity for Divi traders. Now, this partnership reflects the Divi Foundation's focus on finding smaller, high-value platforms that align with our community needs. Now, the next steps is that the listing is first in our strategy designed to increase availability of the utility of Divi, and we encourage you to explore the XEGGEX and start trading Divi/USDT pairs, taking advantage of its user-friendly policies and low fees. So yeah, so if you guys are looking to get some really cheap Divi, because it's literally at 0.0054 cents, is like, yeah, great time to snag some. And if this is the only place you can get it right now, more places are going to be on the way. But yeah, so for those of you who are curious on where you can get it now, because I know I do those Divi updates, this is the exchange you want to be using. Now, what else? I think I got like 2 more articles to go through. Looks like there's a hack going on with the Virtuals Protocol Discord. I was actually looking into the Virtuals Protocol because AI agents are all on the rage right now, where like you're creating a bunch of AI agents to do your trading for. You're getting a team together, one's for social media, one's for pricing, one's to control your wallet. So it's like AI is getting really crazy right now, but this protocol, which is for those AI agents virtual, gets to have their Discord server hacked with fake Google links. Let's learn a little bit about this. If you are looking into the project, be aware of this. So the security incidents occurred days after a researcher discovered a critical bug in a Virtuals protocol audited contract, which was fixed. An AI agent platform, Virtuals Protocol, suffered a hack of its Discord server on January 8th, and several fraudulent links purporting to be the Virtuals Protocol website were posted on Google search. According to the Virtuals team, one of the Discord group's moderators was the victim of a private key breach that compromised the messaging server, and the breach has since been resolved. Cybersecurity firm Scam Sniffer also detected 3 malicious links advertised on the Google search page impersonating the Virtuals Protocol website in a separate incident. Now, the security firm warned users not to interact with the links and encouraged the verification of official links before clicking. Threat actors continue to use increasingly sophisticated phishing scams to target crypto users and steal funds. Now, here is what it looked like for it. Let's see, Scam Sniffer pointing it out. Yeah, so this is what Google search. If you're looking for virtuals, these sponsored ones out here, scam. Virtuals Protocol, it's an app, Virtuals, or the Virtuals.digital. So again, these are scams. Like, don't just when you're looking for platforms, don't just click on Google to find it. Like, the best way to do is go to CoinGecko, use CoinMarketCap, find the token you want, and they have official links on there. That should be the only place you go if you're searching for official websites. So again, that's CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko. It's the best research tool you have in crypto. So yeah, so definitely be careful about that. But yeah, so this article basically ends. It continues on talking about phishing scams and private key promises. Back in 2024, there was quite a bit of those that I covered. I also covered a bunch of like crypto thefts going on with people kidnaps, tortures, trying to extort crypto from people. But you gotta be careful out there. But yeah, so again, be cautious on links you click on, guys. If you're looking at Virtuals Protocol, again, go to CoinMarketCap, go to CoinGecko, and go to the official page from there. Don't just type in Virtuals Protocol on Google, because again, you might get this, and then there'll be links for fake accounts out there. So just be careful, guys. Now, last article I have for you. Is this the last article? I could have swore I had 2 more. Maybe 1 more. Nope. I guess this is the next one, but it has to do with another fake exchange out there. And it is a fake OKX plugins found in the Firefox browser store. So yeah, they slip on by. Like, they get in there, and some people click on it, download it, and then they lose all their stuff. But according to cybersecurity firm CertiK, malicious browser extensions can be used to steal sensitive information and funds. So let's be careful out there. Crypto exchange OKX warned users of a fraudulent OKX browser extension that have appeared in the Firefox browser plugin store. Extensions integrate third-party functionality within a web browser's interface. So if you don't know what a Web3 browser is, it's basically like these wallets up here. See, I got MetaMask, I got the Eternal, I have my Rose wallet, my Unisat. So these are Web3 extender wallets out there. They're wallets on your browser extension. But according to OKX, the company has not released any Firefox browser plugins and has advised users to mistakenly download the plugin to transfer any funds in that wallet connected to the browser extension. Now, OKX contacted Firefox to remove the application and remind its users never to download OKX-specific software from third parties. And here is, I believe, what the platform looked like. OKX wallet, bam, scam. So this part doesn't pertain to U.S. residents unless you're using a VPN. But for those watching overseas, I hope you are watching this and don't fall for this. Now, malicious browser extensions can be used to steal sensitive information and funds. Phishing scams are one of the leading causes of crypto loss in 2024, according to CertiK. So users beware that phishing is increasingly sophisticated. CertiK recently published Hacked, the Web3 Security Report in 2024, outlining the most significant cybersecurity threats to digital assets in 2024. According to the report, phishing scams and 296 attack campaigns collectively cost crypto users over $1 billion in losses in 2024, representing 21% year-over-year increase from 2023. In September of 2024, researchers at the McAfee cybersecurity firm discovered a form of malware affecting Android small forms called Spy Agent, and the cybersecurity firm detected the malware cleverly disguised as seemingly legitimate Android applications and over 280 fraudulent applications. Now, Spy Agent uses optical character recognition to scan images stored on a device's memory and extract sensitive information such as cryptocurrency private keys stored in the images. Now, the researchers also said that the malware spread through the text message links, prompting users to download the malicious application and allowing the scammer to sidestep the security controls on Google's App Store. Now, Decentraland, a 3D virtual reality metaverse built on Ethereum's network, suffered a breach of its X social media page on September 19th, and hackers used Compromise page to promote phishing links to followers and advertise a fake mana token airdrop, which is the native cryptocurrency of Decentraland. Now, any users who clicked on the link to participate in the airdrop and connected their wallets would have their funds drained by the malware. So again, be careful on even like airdrops you want to be looking for. Like airdrops it is like free money. It's like incentivize us to give people it. People start using it, gives it a little bit more value, but you gotta be careful with these airdrops, because sometimes the airdrop token may have a malicious code in it, or sometimes if you're just linking your wallet to receive the airdrop, that's where the malicious code comes from too, is there. So be careful with the airdrops out there. Be careful with platform or these stores, these browser stores on Firefox, even the Google Play Store. Just be careful everywhere you're downloading it, and be certain you're getting the official their website, wallet, airdrop, whatever it is. Just be very, very cautious. But yeah, so that is this. So yeah, I hope nobody fell for that OKX plugin. I hope nobody got scammed from the virtualist protocol. It's like, this is why I cover the news. It's like, I got to be up to date on what's happening so I don't fall for it too. And I want to share with you guys so you don't fall for these scams as well. But that is it for all this news. Oh, yeah, let's take a look at our Fear and Greed Index now on CoinMarketCap. Fear and Greed Index is at a 43 right now. Bitcoin's at 92,854. Great buying opportunity. Ethereum's at 3,200. And again, how I was saying, like these tools are great for doing research out there. You can see different exchanges out there, DEX screeners, new pairs. And if you want to get like official links, like that Virtuals protocol, instead of going on Google, let's take a look at that virtual protocol. Is it Virtuals protocol? Here we go. So just go to the token you want to look for. And again, I'll give you all the information you need. It gives you the data, token supply, and here we go. See, boom, official Lincoln website. Bam, you click on it. It'll take you to the official page of Virtuals. Now I can load. I'm not worried about anything. So yeah, so don't just go through Google to like, oh, Virtuals protocol. You might get those fake scammer websites that aren't the official ones. So again, if you're going to go to official sites, use either CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko. Best tool around. But I hope everyone has a very fun Thursday and safe night. And Tom, yes, he is doing good. So yeah, I see your comment in there. So yeah, he is doing good. Don't worry. But yeah, so I hope everybody has a fantastic evening, night, or morning, afternoon, whenever you're watching this video. I hope everyone just stays classy, nice, and have a good time. I'm rambling on right now. I'm gonna end this. But yeah, so everyone have a great night, and I will maybe see you again tomorrow. It's our poker night here at the Crypto Club, so I usually don't get to do a late night show, but maybe I'll try to do one in the afternoon. So until then, peace.